Hello ladies, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing really well. So today's video, I thought I would talk about 7 ways to stay healthy through the holidays. In no way am I going to be giving you nutritional advice, but I'm going to be sharing with you some of the ways that I have implemented into my life that helps me to continue to stay healthy through the holidays. Now, one of the things that I think that people often do is they eat really unhealthy for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then when January rolls around, they're on all these special diets. So what I want to do is give you some tips that's going to prevent you from having to go on a diet in January, and it's going to help you to stay healthy as well. So if you're interested in learning these 7 ways to stay healthy through the holidays, then please watch the video to the very end. And without further delay, let's jump straight into today's video. Tip number 1 is don't stress out over the holidays. If you're a person who hosts a lot at your home, I can really understand how you would be a little bit stressed out on things going perfect, all the food looking perfect, and everything just looking really beautiful. However, don't stress out over anything. People will live. They will be okay if the food is not perfect. They will be okay if the house is not perfect, if all the decorations have not been put up. So please do not stress over the holidays. And the reason I'm telling you this is because stress is not a good thing. It is not a healthy thing, and I think we all know that. And all of us have a little bit of stress in our daily lives, so we want to try to limit the amount of stress that we're taking on over the holidays. And I am a person who like things to look kind of perfect. I like things to be in order, and I like to be prepared. However, after receiving a 16-year-old girl from Italy last May, this has taught me something. It has taught me patience. It has taught me that everything does not have to be exactly the way that I want it to look. And so I'm learning that even if everything does not look exactly the way I would like it to look, then it is still okay. So my next tip is to ask everyone to bring a dish. If you're the person that likes to host all the time, or if you get roped into hosting at your home every time, don't try to do it all by yourself. Ask other family members to bring a dish, and that way you are not having to cook everything for every single one that's coming. Some people have really big families, and so I know it can be really tough. It can be really stressful. And by the way, let me know down in the comment section down below if you cook for everybody, or if people ship in and bring dishes when you have a holiday dinner. Now, as for me, I always ask my kids to bring a dish that they like, so that we are all participating in cooking some of the meals. Now, tip number 3 is one that is more practical, and it is don't bring up old issues during the holidays, because when you're at Christmas dinner and you are around close friends and family members, things that happened in the past, please leave them in the past. Things change as people get older. People change as they get older. So if you are carrying around an old issue with a family member or a close friend that's going to be with you during the Christmas season, please let it go and just forgive them and move on to having a really beautiful time with your friends and family. Because when you bring up old issues, it can bring up hurt. It can bring up pain and things that it's not going to make your Christmas dinner very enjoyable. So try to stay away from bringing up old issues with close friends and family members. And this is not only going to make you have a more enjoyable time with the people that are coming to your home, but it's also going to alleviate a lot of stress that you might be bringing upon yourself by bringing up issues that are in the past. Tip number 5 is never overeat during the holidays. Now, what I've noticed about some people is that they will overeat during Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then when January rolls around, everybody is on a diet. So this is not the proper way to treat your body. And if you're going to overeat, it's not going to be cured up in a month of January where you go on a detox, or maybe you're starting a new workout routine. Treat your body well every single day, no matter what holiday it is. You need to be good to your body. So overeating is not one of those things that you should do during the holidays. One of the things that I do is when I get up in the morning, I usually have an 8-ounce glass of water. And then if I'm going to someone's home to have dinner, I usually will skip breakfast so that I am not overeating, because it is common to go to 3 or 4 family members' home, or at least it was during my childhood when I grew up. So you have to eat in moderation. Moderation is the key. If you're going to be visiting multiple people during the Christmas day, then try to eat a little bit less at each person's home. Now, I understand the whole concept that when you go to somebody's home, you do want to share the meal with them, but it doesn't mean that you have to get full. So if you're going to be visiting a lot of different people, then try skipping breakfast. And then at the first house, maybe you have a little bit of food there, and then the second house, you have a little bit of food there, and then you go to the dessert. But we're going to talk about that in just a second. But overeating is never one of those things that you should allow yourself to do, because it's just not healthy. It's not good for the body. It inhibits your digestion. And when you talk about gaining weight, a lot of people gain weight over the holiday season, and it is simply because they are overeating. So treat your body well and stop when you get full. Now, my tip number 5 with regard to how to stay healthy through the holidays has to do with cleaning up after dinner. Ask a friend in advance or a family member to stay to help with cleanup. No one should be left with a complete and utter mess after a Christmas dinner to clean up alone. And I think that it is just to mean kindness for other people who are not preparing the food or who are coming to your home to eat, and to offer to help clean up. But if no one has offered to help you clean up after your Christmas meal, then start recruiting people in your family and calling them, asking them would they stay and help clean up after dinner. And that way, this is going to take some of the stress off of you if you are the one who's doing the hosting. So tip number 5 is to don't do all the cleanup after your Christmas dinner. Now, my tip number 6 has to do with the Dolce Vita, and that is the sweet life. So I think that a lot of people love the desserts, and as for me, I am just not a sweet person at all. I do eat occasionally some desserts depending upon how they're made or how sweet they are. And in fact, when we were in the south of France, I went to an afternoon tea with my husband, and they served sort of a coffee cake, which was really delicious. But what I've learned is that in Europe, the desserts are not as sweet as the way they make them here in the United States. And also there's different ingredients. It was made with almond flour. And so it was just really delicious. But I am not a person who just loves to make sweets. And when I do, I make sure that I make them in a healthy way. Now, one of the things with gaining weight over the holidays is how much sugar you intake into the body, because sugar does help you put on weight. And this is the reason why a lot of people go on these diets in January is because they've overdone the sweets during the holidays. Now, I am not telling you not to have a slice of Miss Betty's famous chocolate cake, because chocolate is my weakness. I love chocolate. And so what I am trying to say is that if you are going to have sweets, have a small portion of that dessert instead of having a really large portion and then going back for different desserts after that. Having a little bit of something sweet is not a bad thing. I think we all enjoy a little something sweet during the holidays, but how much of that you eat is going to matter. So scale back on the desserts this holiday season. And now my last tip is one that is very practical, that's going to help you stay healthy during the holidays. And that is to laugh a lot. And I mean a lot. Sometimes when you are around people, family and friends, bringing up things that makes people laugh can really just change the atmosphere in the room. Laughter is a healthy thing. Laughter heals. There are people that go to laughter therapy because it does such great things for our mental health. And so laughing a lot during your Christmas dinner is going to help you to stay healthy. No matter what it is you laugh about, I think everybody's going to feel good when they leave your home. So that is all I have to share in today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other tips that you would like to add to staying healthy throughout the holidays, because again, on this channel, this is a community and I would love for you guys to share your ideas with all the women that are in this community. But again, remember to be polite, because as an elegant woman, we don't do or say things that are not elegant on this channel. But I think most of you are always aware of that, and I appreciate each and every one of you being so kind to me with your comments that you post on my channel. And also, if you are just stopping by my channel for the very first time, my name is Teresa, and this channel is all about leveling up and becoming more elegant and more graceful. And if you're interested in that, then please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And also, please like the video, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notified every time one of my videos go live. Thanks for watching, ladies, and I will see you in my next video.